What's up, people? How's it going? Actually, I had a bit of a technical difficulty when I tried to save the file. It literally crashed OBS. Anyway, we're back. We're doing Photoshop this time. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pull over the file over to Photoshop and just start from where I left off. I didn't lose any sort of progress or anything like that. It just crashed on me. OBS is a memory hog anyways. So here we go. Opening it up in Photoshop. Geez, I must have made this file absurdly huge if it's taking this long to open. Anyway, yeah, stuff happens. So now we're in the process of opening it up in Photoshop. We're going to do some tricks, do a little something, give it a little bit of a spit shine, and then, you know, it's all done. So there you go. This is what it looks like in Photoshop. See, if you notice, it looks a little duller than it did in Clip Studio. I think it's probably just the color features in Clip Studio that sort of cause it. But, you know, just kind of fix it up a little more. Looks good. And we signed it. Do all kinds of stuff like that. That right there. And what I'm going to do now is stick up a new layer. Come in, and we're going to take in this guy. What I'm doing now is I'm actually going to add a bit of a noise layer. Sometimes it helps. Texture, grain. So it adds a little grain on top. Turn. Just take this down to there. Set it to overlay. Now everything's going to look a little bright, a little dark. That's not good because it's not good for print. See, gives a little bit of texture to it. Gets a little grimy looking. One thing I don't want to lose is just want to add the texture to it. I don't want to add anything else to it. So from this distance you don't see it, but it looks, you know, gives it a little bit of a texture. Gives this, like, the background nice little bit of stuff. You know, something like that. Also causes the file to get crazy huge because it's a giant texture layer, but it's all good. Next thing I'm going to do is, because I know this one is going to be printed, I'm going to put a little bit of a white layer on here. Set it down to like 2%, like that. 3 or 2%. Just a little bit of it to give it something. So it's not. If you can see it, it's probably hard to see, but you can see that I add a little bit of a white layer to everything. Sort of. Give it a little bit of work. And there you go. I think this is good. I think this is a good job. I think. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to do on this, unless I want to be like like all the kids these days and do some chromatic aberration. Yeah, let's do that for fun. Let's do chromatic aberration. Let's see what the hell happens. Have you guys ever used gradient maps before? Like, it's funny. Like, I've just been, every day I'm sort of learning new things and doing new things, and I've just been messing with gradient maps a little bit. Gradient maps. You mean chromatic aberration? Oh, okay, that's the kids. The kids love chromatic aberration. They'll literally throw it on everything.
What's that?
Chromatic aberration.
What's that shit?
Chromatic aberration is chromatic aberration is essentially when it's like a sort of thing that happens with the lens of a camera. It causes a weird color separation at the edges of a photo. So it sort of gives it a lot of like a weird sort of soft look.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You told me about that.
So, but here's the thing, like in Photoshop, there is the ability to fix chromatic aberration. If you look right here, you see it says chromatic aberration. I'm showing it on the stream. But you can also use it to create chromatic aberration.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
So, there you go. Now what it does is, I'll just zoom it in to show you what it looks like. So you notice how Kain back here is looking a little soft at the top, and Raziel is looking nice and clear. That is the side effect of chromatic aberration. Which is great about this is that it actually gives it a nice little bit of character. I might actually keep it on here. See, it gives him a little bit of a blurry look to him, and then it gives Raziel a nice, he's clear. See, I'll show you what it looks like when it's off. So we'll turn off chromatic aberration, right? See what it does. It sort of makes it not blurry. And then when you put it on, it gives it this little bit of a leak. It's fun. Yep, it does a little bit of that. I've used it only on a few pieces, stuff like that. I use it on every so often, but it gives it a nice little bit of a blur to it. Kain looks great still. Let's use it. Why not? It looks good. You can also add, do lens corrections and stuff like that with it. But it gives it a nice little interesting feature to it. And then, this is what it looks like without it. See? Neat. There you go. Put a little texture on top. It gives it a little bit of a little tooth on it. See? Bam. There. And I think that is a finished piece. Took me a while to get to it, but I finally did. So yeah, let me save that up. And we'll get this out. Now, Eric, do you want the PSD or the TIFF file, like the full on unmerged TIFF file and all that stuff, so you can peruse through my work? By the way, folks, Eric is the person that commissioned this piece, so I'm just sort of asking him, since he's hanging out in the room, if he wants to keep just have the full-on file, so you can kind of look through everything, because everything's in this file. Like, it's all the. All right, cool. All right, so you know what? Why don't we sit here and we just name things? Because that's going to be fun. Because none of my pin layers are named. Alright, so let's call this... Final. So yeah, texture... Final. These, this is the, what do they call this? SIG. This is green embers. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, I'm open to answering them. I'm just naming layers. You get to see my wonderful layering system. This is Raziel. This is Reaver embers. Then I could also get rid of all kinds of additional things too. See me making all these layers. Oh yeah, it's the. glad you like it, Eric. Flats. These are sketches. So we'll just put up the sketches and see what we got as far as sketches look. See the different sketches. This is actually how the whole process started. I eventually changed and eventually updated it. What is this, inks? Okay. So you actually get to see my whole process here, which is actually kind of cool. This is the sketch. 2. This is sketch 1. Okay. I'm going to set all of these into a file called sketches. You guys are watching me, what is it? Name files. Sketch. Rough sketch, raw inks. Set a white file here so that you can use all the different things. So you can, just in case you have it in there, you can be like boop, boop, boop. That goes in the Raziel folders. These are my random effects layers. So what's this? I don't know what's in here. This is an empty layer. Get rid of that. Oops. That was his eye glows, wasn't it? Kain eye glow. Alright. We're going to put him in all these other things. I think we can. give him a red. Yay! You're watching me name files. Yay! Wonderful. See, if I were good, I would have did this initially, but I don't. I just make layers. Shadow and shadow 2. Under normal circle. What's up, kitty? Come on. Shadow 1. Shadow 2. And what is this? Get rid of this because we don't need that. This is the color. What's this? More rendering. Okay, I know. Part of the sketches. Sketch. Okay, what's this? Kain main. Okay, where's this? Eye shine. Alright. That's the line art. This is the rim light. This is, what is this? Don't know what that is. Let's see. It's empty. Let's get rid of that. Tint. Rendering. Highlights. What's this one? This is shadows. Shadows. What's this guy? What's this guy? Reds. Bounce light.
Hey,
What's up?
what the fuck?
Bounce light. Shadows. here. Let's perfecto. Okay, everything's all named here, so we're all good with this stuff. Now we're gonna go into the sketch section. You get to see all the sketches. Okay. This thing went through quite a bit of revisions, so you get to see. Kain is just slightly transparent, but this is how it started. This is number 2. This is number 3. And this is the fine. This is the inks, the raw inks without any blacks on them. It's funny. I think for Kain, I actually didn't keep the raw inks. Oh well, it happens. It's no biggie. But at least he gets to get to stick all that stuff out, which is cool. First, second, third, fourth, which is the inks. Looks good. Oh, I did keep it. So this is the raw inks for Kain without his cape. He's just not. He's happy. He's not happy. He's getting any attention. This is his cape. Cape sketch. Here is the raw sketch drawing. You can see that. And this is the outline to the original drawing here. So he goes with this version right here. You get a little thick outline, which looks good. We'll put this together. Call this sketch 2. Sketch 2. That's the liner. Call this outline. Outline. You. He's gonna have a lot of fun stuff in here to kind of look over. So this is all the Raziel sketches. See all that stuff. And that's the inks. So now this is the Kain inks. That's his cape sketch, which I drew directly on there, so I don't have the raw thing on that one. It's the sketch. Okay, so let's see. This is the raw thumbs. I don't need I need 2 of these. I'm not sure why I kept 2. I'll just get rid of this one. Thumbnail 2. the raw image without any sort of effect, without my final effects on it. And this is the final version with chromatic aberration and the texture. And what are these? These are 2 empty layers. Good stuff. Get rid of those. And this is a cleaned up file ready to give to Eric. So yes, that officially is it. I want to thank you all for joining me for this crazy long session over the last, I want to say from last year, almost a year worth of work on and off. I want to thank you all for joining me for that, and coming in. And always remember, keep on checking out Throwdown, and also stay tuned for a future episode of Throwdown Draws. I'm Emilio Lopez, and I will see you later.